Documentation is absolutely a priority at Replit, and especially now that it's integrated into the product, it's the most accurate description of what Replit is and what makes it so special for our users. My name is Matt Palmer. I lead developer relations at Replit. Before Mintlify, we had a static site that was deployed on Docusaurus through Replit, actually. It was really the most challenging thing ever to onboard people onto that process, even to make simple changes. So after Mintlify, and I think one of my favorite parts of Mintlify is that something that used to take maybe an hour takes maybe 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes now. We've built a process on Mintlify where anybody feels empowered to contribute. It's easier to onboard non-technical users who often have the business insight or are talking to customers every day and understand what needs to be changed in the documentation. Often our users are asking Claude, they're asking ChatGPT, which tool should I use? And that's where having really accurate documentation can help people make informed decisions. Just to write a page in the documentation, I had to sit down and physically write everything out by hand, do the research on the specific sort of Docusaurus, syntax, or how to add components, or figure out all of these things, or maybe install custom plugins to get components and get custom CSS and beautiful displays. With Mintlify, don't worry about any of that. Often the number of contributors was limited by the ease of writing the docs themselves. And so now that it's easy, we can bring on more people to create those docs, and there's just a momentum there. I've had a member of the sales team come and tell me that one of the customers was able to find information very easily using the search feature. That's a big deal to me. Largely thanks to Mintlify, I've shipped a changelog every week for the last year. A huge part of us choosing Mintlify was the ease of implementation, but then also the ease of development. Documentation is absolutely a priority at Replit, and especially now that it's integrated into the product, it's the most accurate description of what Replit is and what makes it so special for our users. Typically, developer documentation is very intimidating. If you go to some developer frameworks and you open up the docs, it feels like you're reading a research paper. That can turn a lot of people off. And so even in the content that I create, I have to start to change people's perception of what documentation is. Hey, you can chat with an agent to understand what the information is. You can break things down in a way that you can understand. And so especially as we see this new wave of semi-technical, even non-technical builders using tools like Replit, using AI coding agents, the way that we perceive and understand the documentation is changing. It's a surface for everyone to access and understand the tools they're using, and often not even at a technical or code level. It's very important to have docs as code, right? Docs need to be backed by Git, they need to be version controlled, but the way that we interact with docs should not feel like code. And so that's why having this interface that feels like other tools that you would use in the workplace, feels like a Notion or a Google Doc, etc., but is backed by all the standards that I require as an engineer, has been incredibly valuable for bringing our team on board.